Hello, I'm Dave with the Butler Wobble, and today we are going to take a tour of some of the trails here at Moraine State Park. This is the view as we enter the trail system from the Davis Run Marina. We're going to go straight for today. This is typical of the terrain of the first section, first a climb, now a descent. And here we have a quick view of the lake from the trail. At this point, I've been riding and filming the main access road for about 10 minutes. So not a super fast pace. Here is the first entrance into the woods. Off to the left, it's a very short section. Here's a quick look at the trail through this section. It's not very long at all, maybe 200 feet. After popping back out onto the road, we came up the access road once again. We're now at a trail juncture. The first one we can see here has the bike off to the right. And the decision here is whether to take people straight, which will involve an extended gravel climb, or head into the woods for the single track. For now, we're going to go straight, and we'll show you the single track later on. Here we are at the top of the access road climb. From where we were last filming, it was about a 2-minute descent, followed by about a 5-minute climb. This is the trailhead that would be the exit point of the optional trail off to the right. At this point, we're going to go out to the road up this small hill, and up out into the road. We are now just up over that little section, and we are on the end of Alexander Ridge Road. We're going to take this out. With the shadows, it's tough to see, but we're going to ride this out and then enter back in on the trailhead to the left. Here's a quick shot of where we came from and where we are going to on Alexander Ridge Road. The trailhead's just up ahead. Here we are at our trail entrance on Alexander Ridge Road, today designated by a shoe on the marker and a Hummer in the parking lot. We're entering in along the power line and going to the left. Here's a quick few second walkthrough as we've entered the trail to the left. Alexander Ridge Road parking lot was the top of the climbing that we will be doing. As you can see, that last section wasn't too technical. If you want to keep it that way, at the first trail juncture, make sure you take a right. At this next juncture, we're going to want to take a left. I'm walking here to give you an idea of what is indicative of the trail since the last juncture to this point. And then it continues. After riding a bit further, we have come upon the first rock garden. I'm going to take you on a walkthrough so we can see what it is and how long it is. And I'll continue to do this for each of the rock gardens we hit along this section of the course. After a short section of trail, we come upon the second rock garden. The main feature of this one is the big rock right here. And right after that, it clears out. At the next intersection, we go straight. The North Country Trail is to the left and right. And bikes and assuming unicycles are not allowed on it. Through here we have another tiny rock section, and it opens up downhill. Here's another small rocky section of trail. I just rode through this with minimal hopping. It's not too bad. There are multiple lines through it. Then here the trail opens back up. This is typical of what the upper section of trail looks like, with a few extra rocks and roots thrown in. Not many though, to respite from the few rock gardens you've already seen. Now we have come upon what I can assure you is the most intimidating section of trail along the whole course. The first tree, I got off and mounted on the top of the tree, and then rode and cleaned this section a moment ago. As you can see from the walkthrough on foot, at a walking pace, it's about 30 seconds long. One thing you can say about this section of trail, taking a second look at it, is that the view from here is beautiful. Once again, I've been back to what is typical for this upper section, rolling single track. We're getting towards the end of the lap, and I wanted to take a quick walk through of a notable short but slightly steep section with a turn in it, and then down the hill and to the left. And here are a few more rocky bits. At this point, we're almost to the end of the lap. At this point, I was rolling along for several minutes, came to another intersection. At this intersection, we'll take a left down the hill. The right only adds an extra loop on, which is unnecessary. We did leave out one small rock garden, but it wasn't much to speak of. And after continuing downhill on the trail a little bit further, once again, what you've seen here as far as the trail goes, we get back to the main road that we came up the first time. So here would be the end of the loop. If you take a right and go back down the hill, that will take you back to where we originally started.